Hey guys, it's Melinda. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you woke up on the right side of the bed and feeling energized and looking forward to the next week of our challenge. Most of you haven't heard from me much. I haven't come in with a video in this group, but I do see you on the emails, and I have another one coming to your inbox this evening. I hope you're looking forward to it. I always love being able to pass forward all of the great resources that our community has to share with you. There are two concepts I wanted to cover today. Just as I was waking up this morning and there was a slight cold front down here in Costa Rica, one thing I was thinking about is the idea of comfort. You know, when I woke up this morning and it was a tiny bit chillier than usual, the first thing that went through my mind was, wow, I would really love to stay in bed and possibly, slug downstairs in a few hours and get a coffee and something warm and satisfying and comforting. But I actually have to go teach a fitness class, and I knew that I had a decision to make. The first decision was to respond to my desire, which was to stay cozy, comforted, have some kind of high-calorie breakfast and a coffee, and to kind of really enjoy and relish the warmth that I could get from that. Or I had to choose to have a smoothie and some energizing pixie dust, which is what I call our little strip of energizing tea that you can mix into water before a workout. And I could have done either one, but I decided to do what was going to feed my body and fuel my body to be able to get out of bed and get going and start my day instead of kind of regretfully and remorsefully getting into the day. And there's a lot of talk right now about the idea of doing what you feel, whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you happiest in the moment. And I just want us to consider a little bit what that actually means. There's a lot of people who, when I tell them that we're going to work on giving up their coffee habit, it becomes a really big struggle. It's something that's been a part of their day for many, many years usually, and often a part of the routine throughout each day. And something that I find is that a lot of people are actually trapped in those kinds of habits, in those kinds of routines that feel comforting, feel nourishing. They enjoy it. They start to look forward to it. And in the end, it's actually not feeding their body. It's actually confusing their hormones, making them addicted, giving them headaches if they don't have it, making them grumpy if they haven't had their coffee yet. We all have these jokes about, don't talk to me until I have my cup of coffee. And actually, it's kind of an enslavement to respond to your immediate desire at that moment instead of thinking what's going to serve me best, what's going to make me feel better in the long run. And so I'd love to have us, instead of thinking about comfort and what I want, what I desire, what's going to make me feel good right now, and think a little bit more about what can I consciously choose to do for myself that's going to make me better? What can I do? It actually kind of reduces the stress of the moment. Sometimes we think, oh, should I choose the salad or should I choose the pasta? But it really doesn't have to be like that. Of course you can have both. You can have coffee, you can have pasta, you can have alcohol in your life. But if it doesn't become a struggle to choose one or the other, when you get to have the freedom to say, you know what, I feel better when I have a nice, rich, protein-filled salad or smoothie. I'm going to choose that more often because I need that energy. I need that freedom to get through my day feeling better and feeling like I am nourishing myself. And when we can start making those decisions because we know and we have the intelligence, not the willpower, not the discipline, not the self-control, not the good behavior, but because we know what's going to feel better in our bodies, it actually is much less stressful to choose things that are good for you. The other concept I wanted to talk about is stress. We're all getting into a time right now, the last minute crunch to get the last gifts for your family and friends, lots of travel plans, lots of changing your schedule, possibly working around your work schedule, trying to fit it all in. And recently, I was told by someone that it's okay to drop a few balls as long as the balls that you're holding on to are the ones that mean the most to you. And for me, being the kind of personality I am, I hate dropping the balls. I hate, not living up to my expectations, not fulfilling my commitments. And when I was given permission to drop a few balls because it's more important to be present with my family, or it's more important to go to bed early, or it's more important to head home and make a nourishing meal than to go and make those last minute errands. it changed the way that I felt about my day. It reduced the amount of anxiety and self expectation I have to live up to this standard that I have so often made myself live up to and been exhausted and worn out because I didn't understand that it was okay to do what was needed at the moment and not necessarily what I've been asked to do at every moment. So, as we're getting into the season, I hope that you start to make conscious decisions about your food and your drink and your exercise and your sleep. And I hope that you also learn to drop a few balls because, in the end, so many of us think that everyone's waiting for our email reply. Everyone thinks about us all the time about when are we going to call, when are we going to follow up, when are we going to do all the things that we ask them to do. But so many other people are also holding on to so many balls. And if we learn to drop a few balls in order to do what's right in the moment, do what's most important in the moment, we can reduce our stress so much. We can reduce our anxiety. We can reduce our expectations. We can still live a full, satisfying, happy life and not be quite so uptight. So take those concepts. I hope that they're helpful. I hope you can run with them. And I'm looking forward to the week ahead with you. Pura vida.